My dear sisters and brothers, in 2 Samuel chapter 12, we see Yahweh sending prophet Nathan to awaken David's conscience. He came to David and said to him, there were two men in a city, one rich, the other poor. The rich man had many sheep and cattle, but the poor man had only one little lamb. A traveler came to the rich man, and he, instead of preparing food for the traveler, with one of his own flock or herd, took the poor man's lamb and prepared that for his visitor. David was furious. The man who has done this deserves to die, said David. And then it was that Nathan told David, you are that man. Like David, we are all very quick to condemn others for their transgressions. As Jesus said, we are those hypocrites who see the speck and want to remove it from the eye of our brother or sister and fail to notice the log in our own. This is precisely what happened to the scribes and the Pharisees who brought to Jesus a woman caught in adultery. Jesus said, let anyone among you who has no sin be the first to throw a stone at her. And we are told that no one dared to cast a stone at her. They all left one by one. If the story were repeated today, I wonder what would be the conclusion. Many of us may be too sure of our holiness. We may be under the false impression that we are without sins. This Sunday of Lent is inviting us to take the time to look down deep into ourselves until the Pharisee in us, the hypocrite in us depart. We then are to repeat to those around us those very words of Jesus. Has no one condemned you? Neither do I condemn you. This Sunday of the Lord, Lent, is inviting me and you to recognize the fact that we are all sinners. It is this awareness that will make us less judgmental towards our brothers and sisters. Let us not pretend, friends, that we are sinless. If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, says John in 1 John chapter 1 verse 8. And the truth, he says, is not in us. And St. Paul, writing to the Romans in chapter 3 verse 23, tells us, all have sinned and all have fallen short of the glory of God. We are reminded by St. James chapter 3 verse 2. We all make mistakes in many ways. And in 1 Kings chapter 8 46 we read, there is no man who does not sin. There is no one so righteous on earth who always does good and never sins, says the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 20. Through prophet Jeremiah, the Lord warns us, and he tells us not to be complacent. You say, I am innocent? Surely his anger will turn from me. But I will certainly judge you because you say, I have not sinned. The author of Proverbs 20 verse 4 instructs us, who can say, I have kept my heart pure? I am cleansed from my sin. The universality of sin is once again affirmed in Proverbs 24:16. The virtuous man, the author says, falls 7 times. However, he adds, he gets up. But the wicked sink into their adversity. Joan Battista, in one of her books, narrates the story of a novice who approaches the abbot with the question, What do you do here? The abbot very calmly replied, we fall and we get up. We fall and we get up. We fall and we get up. This is all what we do here in this monastery. Yes, dear friends, we all fall, but we all need to get up. Let us, dear friends, on this 5th Sunday of Lent, take the time to look down deep into ourselves until the Pharisee in us, the hypocrite in us, depart. Lord, grant us the grace to recognize the fact that just like the woman caught in the act of sin, we too are sinners and in need of your mercy. Give us, Lord, the grace to get up whenever we fall. Amen.